let's see. I'll spotlight myself, and then we got advanced today. Seems hard. Oh God. Yeah.
Well, a teacher's choice.
I know, right? It's really always teacher's choice, right?
It is.
Okay. She hopefully that's a good view for you. And go ahead and mute you all. If you want to turn on music or anything, go for it. And let's just begin in a comfortable seat. It looks so dark, huh? Sorry, I'm just gonna play around with this view so that maybe I'm not so backlit. This is better over here, maybe. Like this. Thanks for being so patient with me, guys. Okay, comfortable seat. You're not there already. And as always, if you want to move around a little bit, stretch a little bit, wiggle a little bit, maybe roll your shoulders around, roll your head around, go for it. And then eventually just find stillness. So seated meditation. Rest your hands either in your lap, bring your hands to your heart if you want to, or you're welcome to bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And let's just take 3 big breaths together. So great big inhale. With your next in-breath, fill up as big as you can and hold. And then open your mouth and great big sigh, let it out. A couple more just like that. So inhale, fill up. As big as you can get, hold. Let that breath circulate around inside for just a moment. And then open your mouth and release, let it go. Just once more like that. Biggest inhale you've taken all day. Hold. Maybe 2 extra sips. And then open your mouth and let it out. Now with your lips sealed, start to cultivate your Ujjayi breath. And as you come into your Ujjayi breath, let's start to circle our torso around. So as you inhale, shoulders pull back, heart comes forward, and go over to one side. And as you exhale, curl in, go over to the other side. And just like that, take it around in little circles with your breath. So feel into the mobility of your spine, and also feel into the movement of your shoulders, your shoulder blades, your hips, your pelvis, and all while you're connecting to your breath. And then after a few in this direction, take a few in the other direction. And notice if there are any places that feel particularly tight or stiff, sore or tender. Really good, you guys. And then when you feel pretty even on both sides with these little circles, bring it back to center. Sitting up nice and tall. And let's leave our right hand on the ground, reach your left arm to the sky. Take a nice little side body stretch. So you might crawl your right hand up to the right a bit, bend your elbow, let your forearm get closer to the earth. Keep both of your sit bones rooted down, and just breathe into your left side. Take 1 or 2 more deep breaths on this side. And then we'll just switch to the other side. So as you're ready, take an inhale to come up. Maybe you reach both arms up, and then other side, up and over. So then you're puffing up your right ribs towards the sky and breathing into the space between your ribs. Soft through your face and your jaw, and just feel into that length of your side body. when you feel pretty even with this on both sides, come back to center, sitting up nice and tall, both arms reaching up. Interlace your fingers here, flip your palms up towards the sky, and then press your palms forward as you kind of curl in, so rounding your back, chin to chest. And then staying in this rounded position, just lift one shoulder, drop the other shoulder, so you're kind of stretching into your sides, or I should say, each side of your back ribs. So one way, stretching one side of your back ribs, and then the other way, just at your own pace. Side to side, a couple more times like that. And then with your nice inhale, come back to your nice tall spine, pressing your palms straight up towards the ceiling, get really, really tall. And then from this place, release your hands and come forward to hands and knees. So tabletop. And then in your tabletop, let's start some circles with our hips. We'll take clockwise circles first. So over to one side, let's say to your right side, like you're moving towards 3 on the clock. And then back towards 6, over to 9, and then up towards 12 again. Do that a few times, all the way around, as big as you can make these circles with your hips. Really good, everybody. And then after you've taken a few of these circles, bring it back to neutral. And in between sides, we're going to thread the needle. So knees at least hips width distance apart. Take your right arm out and up. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, thread your right arm through. We'll take about 3 to 5 breaths right here. You can work it any way you want to. So use your breath, breathe into your back body a lot. Upper back, mid back, low back. And then all the way to empty with each exhale. If you do happen to have your left hand lifted off the ground, in your next breath or two, bring it back to the earth. On an inhalation, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up. And then exhale, right hand back down. And then this time, take a few counterclockwise circles with your hips. Go in the opposite direction, as big as you can make these circles. Fullest range of motion you can find. And if there are places that feel particularly tight and you want to kind of work back and forth, that's fine. Really good, you guys. And let's start to come back. Finish the round you're on, come back to neutral spine. And once again, knees at least hips width distance apart. We'll take our left arm out and up, inhale, and then exhale to thread it through. So reach, 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 and then rest down on the outside of your left shoulder, the outside of your head, nice and gently. And just focus on your breath, big, spacious breath. Slow, steady inhales. Even slower exhales all the way to the very bottom, all the way to emptiness every time. Soft through your face, your jaw, your forehead. And if you do have your right hand lifted, start to bring your right hand back to the earth. On an inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up. And then left hand comes down. If there's any little movement you want to take, maybe a couple cat-cows, maybe just wag your tail side to side a couple times. Eventually we'll take it back into our downward facing dog pose. And in your down dog, give yourself a few breaths to just feel into it, to stretch your legs, maybe pedal out your heels, find stability through your shoulders, find a strong foundation through your hands. Good job. So big, spacious breaths. Lift your hips really high as you push the ground away. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, look to the top of your mat, and however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you've arrived, let's come into our halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, let it go. One more like that. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, bow. This time we'll take it all the way up. So press into your feet, connect to your center, and rise. Arms overhead as you inhale. And hands to heart center as you exhale. All right, flow for just a moment with your breath. Inhale, high mountain. And exhale, slow swan dive down, forward fold. Breathe in, spinal extension. Feel into that length from the crown of your head back to your hips. And exhale, release, fold back in. Press into your feet, connect to your center, rise. Inhale, reach up, stretch tall. Exhale, hands to your hearts. Again, just like that. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, follow your breath down, slowly fold. Inhale, extend and lengthen your spine. And exhale, let it go. Root through your feet, rise up. Breathe in as you reach up, maybe gaze up. Hands to heart, exhale. Okie doke, this time inhale, arms to the sky. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll shoulders back and down, squeeze shoulder blades towards your spine. If you can, start to reach your hands back. And then if you want to, add a little back bend, so press your hips forward as you puff up through your chest, tilt your chin up. Take one more big inhalation here. And then with your exhalation, keep your clasp but dive down into your fold. Hang out for a couple of rounds with your fingers interlaced in your forward fold. So let your head be heavy, let your neck relax. You might lift your butt, your sit bones a little bit higher. Maybe lift your knuckles a little bit higher, so really working that mobility in your shoulders. Let your head be heavy. Let your neck relax. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, hands to low back, release your clasp, let your arms hang down. If you want, you can give them a little shake or give your head a little shake. Next time you breathe in, we'll find our spinal extension. So nice and long, realign. And then exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank position. We're going to get into the advanced part now. So from your plank, side plank, Vashisthasana, right hand is your base. So roll into the baby toe edge of your right foot, or if you want to bring your right knee down to modify it, absolutely fine with me. Lift your hips really, really high. And then if you want, reach your left arm forward so you feel that length in your left side, and you might even float your left leg up. If your left leg floats up, so you can lift your hips even higher. So feel your right side abdominals, those oblique muscles engaging to hold and support you. Take one more full round of breath. And then nice and easy, nice and slowly, come back to plank or modified plank. Inhale, push the ground away. And exhale, lower slowly. Inhale, let's find Spider-Man Cobra. So hands out wide, up on your fingertips. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, take a little twist to your right side, dip your left shoulder down. Inhale, back through center, heart lifts. Exhale, twist the other direction. Good job. Inhale back to center, lift your heart, tone your belly. Exhale, release, let it go. And then we'll find our way to down dog. So however you'd like to get there, see you in downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. Reconnect, recommit if you've lost it. From your dog pose, next time you breathe in, extend your right leg back and up, three-legged dog. And open your right hip. So bend your right knee and peel your right hip open. You should feel your outer right butt cheek squeeze to create this action. Try not to lean into your left side. Take one more big inhale. And then with your exhale, you can stay here or right knee towards left elbow. Just get as close as you can today. Inhale back up. See if you can open your hip once again. And then exhale, right knee towards right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Open your hip one more time. And then as you exhale, knee towards your nose, keep your hips nice and high. Step forward into your low lunge. All right, from low lunge, we'll rise up to our high crescent lunge. So find stability through your legs and rise as you're ready. Settling in. Energetically hug in. So front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward. A little tone in your belly supports your low back. And then feel your big, expansive inhales moving into all the little spaces. Feel your exhales connecting you back to your center again and again. Let's take one more inhale as we reach up high. And then as you exhale, turbo twist. So left arm goes forward, right arm goes back, bend your back knee to a hover. See if you can feel the twist coming from your center. See if you can feel your inner thighs squeezing together. Now from this place, bring your right forearm across your low back and square your shoulders and your gaze forward again. Reach your left arm up and slightly back so you're creating a little back bend. You can keep that bend in your back knee. Puff up your heart so you're not leaning back, you're curling open. Shouldn't feel this in your low back. You want to feel the mobility coming from your mid and your upper spine as much as possible. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, bring your left hand to the ground, straighten your back leg. Reach your right arm to the sky, revolve lunge. So you're in a twist. Twist from your center. Breathe out into your belly and use your exhales to twist, twist, twist. Keep your back legs strong. Keep your inner thighs hugging in towards one another. Maybe you gaze up at your right hand one last round here. And then end of your exhalation, let it go. So from your low lunge, my friends, we're going to move into a standing split position. Right foot roots down, left leg lifts high. If you want to stay in standing splits, perfect. If you'd like, invitation to open up into a balancing half moon. So walk your right hand forward a bit. Maybe you even have a block you're using under your right hand. Left arm eventually reaches up, or you could bring left hand to left hip. Left leg is strong and powerful. So wherever you're at, either variation, standing splits or half moon, that back leg is strong. Your back toes are active. Imagine you can breathe length all the way up into your left toes. Take one more big inhale. Wherever you're working, lift your left leg a little higher. And then as you exhale, my friends, back to a low lunge position. So step your left foot back. Bring your hands to frame your front foot. And then from this place, set your back knee down on the ground gently. If you need extra cushion, fold over the side of your mat or grab something like a sweatshirt or a pillow. All right, with your back knee down, you're going to take your right leg back behind you. So right leg now reaches back behind you. As your right leg reaches back, take your left arm forward, spinal balance. So long, strong, powerful line from front to back. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, elbow to knee, curl in, hollow out. Inhale, lengthen, strong, powerful line. Exhale, elbow to knee, all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, lengthen. And then one more time, just like that. Exhale, elbow to knee, navel to spine. Inhale, reach. And then this time, moving towards our half bow. So bring your left arm, reach it back, and bend your right knee, lift your heart. This can be where you stay, or if it's available, grab hold of the top of your foot or your ankle. Hug in with your inner thighs to protect your low back. And kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Open through your heart. You shouldn't feel this in your low back. You want it to come from mid and upper back as much as possible. Take one more huge deep breath. And then nice and easy, release the bind. Come back to spinal balance, long, strong, powerful line. Inhale. Exhale, set everything down so you're back in tabletop position. And then from your tabletop, we're going to come into a dolphin pose. So bring your forearms to the ground. If it helps you set up, grab opposite elbows. Forearms parallel if possible. If that feels like too much, you can make a tripod with your arms instead. So if possible, parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide, and especially try to press your thumbs and index fingers. Relax your neck, tuck your toes and lift your hips. So dolphin pose, walk your toes as close as you can to your elbows. Lift your hips as high as you can. Imagine an invisible rope pulling straight up on your belly button. See if you can press your heart back. And then stay where you're at. You're perfect as you are, or if you'd like, option to extend your right leg to the sky. Use that strong right leg to lift you even more out of your shoulders. Take 3 more breaths wherever you're working. If you want to take little hops towards forearm stand, go for it. Good job, you guys. One more great big inhale. And if you'd like, you can side out your mouth. Bring your right foot down. Bring your knees down. Take a child's pose or an embryo pose or puppy pose or even hero's pose if you want kneeling meditation. So just a moment to rest, to recalibrate. Just feel all the energy flowing through you. Feel the strength in your shoulders. Feel your slow, spacious breath. Good job, my friends. As you're ready, next couple of rounds, downward facing dog. All right, great big inhale into your down dog as you push the ground away. Exhale, look to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold, top of your space. Once you've arrived, come into your halfway lift position, inhale. And exhale, let it go. And then let's take it all the way up. Arms overhead as you breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach up and stretch. Let's just create a little baby back bend. So exhale, cactus your arms, curl open. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And then slow dive. Exhale takes you all the way down. Fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. This time we'll take side plank on our left side. I've got something going on. I hurt my wrist, so I'm going to take it on my forearm. You're welcome to do the same. You're also welcome to come down to your left knee to modify. So you do you. Take care of yourself. Lift your hips really high. And you want to feel your left side abdominals engaging as much as possible. Maybe reach your right arm forward. Maybe even float your right leg up as your hips lift even higher. Soften your face, unclench your jaw, so even though you're using tons of strength, see if you can find a little softness, a little sweetness. Take one more huge full body breath. And then slowly and intentionally make your way back to your high plank position, or your modified plank. Inhale, push the ground away. And strong belly as you exhale all the way down. Let's take another Spider-Man Cobra. Inhale to lift, you're up on your fingertips. Twist to your right, exhale. Inhale, center. Twist to your left, exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, release, let it go. And then let's take it back, downward facing dog. All right, from your down dog, left leg high. Feel your left hip open, so bend your knee. See if you can feel your left hip stack on top of right. It should feel similar to how it feels in a half moon pose. So in on top of right hip, squeeze through your outer left butt cheek. Keep your hands rooted, your shoulders strong. Take one more inhale here. You're welcome to stay if you want. Otherwise, exhale, left knee towards your right elbow. So cross your body. Inhale, take it back up, open your hip again. Exhale, left knee, left armpit. Inhale, take it back up, open your hip one more time. And then everybody, knee towards your nose. Keep your hips nice and high. There should be plenty of space in front of you. Step through. Take your time to rise up to your crescent lunge. So strong, powerful legs. Strong, powerful foundation. Hug in with your inner thighs. Tone your belly. So feel that invisible brace around your middle. Navel to spine. Feel your breath flowing through you. Imagine you're breathing all the way up into your fingertips, all the way down into your toes. Take one more inhale. And with your exhale, turbo twist. So right arm forward, left arm back, bend your back knee to a hover. Feel that twist coming from your center. Feel your inner thighs really squeezing together. And then bring your left arm behind you. Square your shoulders and your gaze forward. Reach your right arm up. And see if you can curl open. So not lean back and collapse into your low back, but use the mobility in your mid and your upper back to open your heart. So puff up through your chest, tilt your chin up. Feel that long line down your right side. Take one more inhale. Then as you exhale, bring your right hand to the ground, straighten your back leg. Reach your left arm to the sky, revolve lunge. Strong and powerful through your back leg. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Breathe down into your belly. And as you exhale, see if you can work your twist just a little bit more. Good job, you guys. Maybe even try gazing up at your left hand. Take one more round here. Bottom of your exhalation, let it go. Root into your left foot. Right leg lifts, standing splits. So if you like standing splits and you want to stay here, awesome, perfect, stay right here. If you'd like, invitation to open it up into a balancing half moon. So walk your left hand forward a bit. You're welcome to use a block if you've got one at home. And eventually your right arm can reach up, or maybe right hand to right hip. Hips open. So right hip now stacks on top of left. Back foot is active, back leg is strong. So both poses, whether you're in standing splits or half moon, your back leg is strong, your back toes are energized. Spread them apart, wiggle them around, feel energy running all the way back into your right foot. Take one more big inhale. Now as you exhale, we're coming back into a low lunge position. So bring your right hand down, step your right foot back, low lunge. Once you're there, set your back knee down gently. And if you need that extra cushion, go for it. Double up your mat, fold it over, or grab something, put it underneath your knee. Now from this place, we'll take our left leg back. So unthread your left leg, take it back behind you. Left leg reaches back, take your right arm forward, spinal balance. Draw your belly button in and up, feel that strong, powerful line. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, elbow to knee. Curl in, hollow out. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. All the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, lengthen. And then one more time, just like that. Exhale. Elbow to knee, navel to spine, empty out. Inhale, reach. Now as you exhale this time, we're moving towards our half bow. So right arm reaches back, left knee bends. If it is available, grab your foot or your ankle. Hug in with your inner thighs. Lift your heart. See if you can let your heart look forward. See if you can breathe all the way down into your belly. Soften through your face, one last round. And then end of your exhalation, nice and easy, release. Come back to spinal balance. Inhale. Exhale, tabletop. From tabletop, setting up for another dolphin. Everybody's favorite pose, dolphin pose. Come down to the forearms. This pose is so good for our shoulders and our upper back, so just remember that as you're in discomfort. If you're in discomfort. All right, so forearms parallel. Make that tripod if you want. It's a little less intense. Relax your neck, tuck your toes, and lift. Lift your hips super high. Walk your toes as close as you can to your elbows, and press your heart back. Don't let your elbows drift further apart. Keep hugging in with your upper arms. Keep pressing down through the belly of your forearms. Stay here or left leg lifts. Use the strength of your left leg to take some weight out of your upper body. We'll be here for about 3 more breaths. If you want to take little hops, feel free. Good job, you guys. If your left leg is lifted, make it strong, active through your left toes. One last big inhale. If you want, open mouth sigh. And then left foot comes down. Knees come down. Resting pose of your choice. Child, embryo, puppy, heroes. Give yourself a moment. If your breath is sped up, if you've lost track of it, slow it down. See if you can bring that ujjayi. Bring it back. Really nice work, you guys. Your next couple of rounds. See you in downward facing dog. Alright, big huge inhalation into your down dog. And then exhale, look to the top of your space, however you want to get there. Forward fold. Spinal extension, breathe in. Exhale, release. And then let's take it all the way up. Big stretch to the top as you inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. Okie doke, let's play with some balance. So, right foot will be your foundation. Lift your left knee up. Reach your arms up, standing staff. If this is as far as you want to go, perfect. Stay right here. Otherwise, we're going to add a twist. So right arm forward, left arm back. You could also grab the outside of your left thigh with your right hand. You could also press your left hand into your low back and use your arms as a little bit of leverage. Only if you want to. You're welcome to take this into the full variation of revolved hand to big toe pose. So grab your left foot. See if you can start to extend your left leg forward. Only extend as much as you can without rounding your spine. You might reach your left arm back if you're not already. You might even try gazing back over your left shoulder. Hug in with your inner thighs. Press through your heel if you're extending your leg. Breathe down into your belly. Couple more rounds right here. If you're falling in and out, meet yourself right there. Part of the practice. Good job, friends. Bottom of your next exhalation. See if you can come back to standing staff pose. So unwind, reach your arms up. Extend your left leg if you haven't. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, ever so slowly make your way into a low lunge position. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Hands framing your front foot, left toes to the back of your mat. Once you are in low lunge, bring your hands inside your right foot. Walk your right foot out really, really wide to the width of your mat or even off your mat. Bring your back knee down gently. If you need extra cushion, grab it or fold over the side of your mat. See if you can let your hips melt down towards the ground. And imagine you're trying to create a cobra or an up dog with your chest. So hips melt down as your heart lifts up and looks forward. Keep your front knee above or behind your ankle. And if you want, you can pivot your right toes out to the right or even roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Just keep your ankle nice and strong. Take about 3 more full rounds of breath right here. So softening with your exhalations, melting around the shape of the pose. Really nice, friends. Invitation with your last breath to take a great big huge inhale. See if you can take an extra sip. And then open your mouth and great big sigh. Alright, from this place, plant your hands firmly under your shoulders. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and just work your right foot back so you'll be in a plank position. Inhale at the top of your push-up, and exhale, lower slowly. Inhale, lift your heart, any back bend you want to take, any heart opener. Downward facing dog. Walk it out. Feel into the difference of right leg and left leg, right side versus left side. One more inhale as you push the ground away. Exhale, look to the top of your space. Step or float, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow, let it go. And then let's rise all the way up, arms overhead, inhale. And hands to heart center, exhale. All right, we've got one more side. So left foot this time will be your foundation. Lift your right knee up and reach your arms up, standing step. Hug in with your inner thighs, feel your connection to your strong core. If you want to stay right here, perfect. Otherwise, twist, left arm forward, right arm back. If you want to grab hold of your leg or press your right hand into your low back, use that as gentle leverage, please do. And then if you like, invitation to turn it into the full variation or working towards that full variation. So grab hold of the outside of your right foot or your big toe and start to extend your right leg. Only extend as much as you can without rounding your spine. So first priority is the length of your spine. Draw up through the crown of your head. Hug in with your inner thighs. Twist from your center. Press through your heel if you're extending your leg. If you're falling in and out, just be with it. That's the practice. It's not a performance. Woo. If you want extra, so you can gaze over your right shoulder behind you. One last deep breath. Stay balanced on your left foot, unwind your upper body, arms reach up. Maybe you extend your right leg if you haven't already. Inhale, slowly, mindfully, low lunge. So slowly, 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 right toes back, hands come down. Once you're in your low lunge, hands to the inside of left foot, walk your left foot out nice and wide. So left foot is either at the edge of your mat or even off of your mat. Back knee comes down gently. Let your hips melt down. As you lift your heart like you're doing cobra or up dog with your chest. Just take a few deep breaths here, letting your hips move forward and down. If you want to pivot your left toes out to the left, or roll onto the outer edge of your left foot, feel free. But try to keep your left knee above or behind your ankle. Take some big, spacious breaths, about 3 more. Allow yourself to be with sensations rather than trying to ignore it or avoid it. Just be with it, knowing that it's only temporary. So even if you're uncomfortable, you can be uncomfortable for a couple deep breaths. If you want to, next inhale, fill up as big as you can and hold for just a moment. Take an extra sip. And then open your mouth, let it out. All right, plant your hands firmly under your shoulders. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, work your left foot back so you'll be in your high plank position. Inhale, push the ground away, lots of strength. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, takes you back, downward facing dog pose. Walk it out. Good work, everybody. Just notice, feel, tune in. All right. Inhale your right leg high. Open up through your right hip. Stay here, or option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm reaches forward. Open through your front body. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Feel your back muscles hug around your spine. Take one more inhale in this back bend. And then everybody, 3-legged down dog. Extend your right leg high. So inhale to lengthen. Pigeon pose as you exhale. Bring your right shin to the top of your space. Bring your body down nice and easy. So coming into your pigeon pose, and if you'd rather take this on your back or in a seat, please feel free. I'm actually going to take this in a seat today because my right knee's been bothering me, so you do you. Take care of your own body, as always. So set yourself up with intention, attention, and then breath by breath, settle in a little bit more. Soften a little bit more. See if you can notice any places that you're tensing up. You don't need to be. And just by noticing, see if anything shifts. You might visualize your breath moving down into your hips. You'll be here for about 4 or 5 more rounds. Maybe give yourself that big sigh out your mouth. We're going to meet back in down dog. So you can get there however you want to. If you want to move through a vinyasa, if you want to take some cat-cows, if you want to just move into a 3-legged dog, if you're ready, a little shaky shake. So however you want to make that transition. And then back to down dog, and just walk it out for a moment. From your dog pose, next inhalation, left leg high, 3-legged dog. Open your hip, great place to stay, or flip it. Left foot comes down, left arm reaches forward. Open through your heart, breathe down into your belly. Take one more great big huge breath if you're with me in the back bend. And then nice and easy, come back to your 3-legged dog. Extend your left leg high as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, come into your pigeon pose. Same thing, if you want to take it in a seat or on your back, please do so. So set yourself up intentionally, and then just settle in. Be here for about 7 breaths or so. So rather than just anticipating, okay, when do I get out of pigeon? See if you can just embrace it. Feel whatever there is to feel, even if it's a little uncomfortable. Remind yourself it's just temporary. Send your breath to those tight spaces. up to you ultimately. So just when you feel somewhat even on both sides, start to slowly transition back to one final down dog. And again, it's however you want to get there. So if you want one final vinyasa, now would also be your time to take that. Once you're back in down dog, just walk it out, feeling all that space you've created. If you'd rather take a child's pose instead of down dog, please feel free. Just one more great big breath wherever you're at. And then we'll slowly find our way onto our back, however you want to make that transition. So it doesn't have to be anything fancy at all. Come all the way down onto your back, and once you arrive, hug your knees in. Either rock side to side a little bit, or you could take your knees in different directions, kind of getting into your hips a bit more. Circle them around. Draw hearts with your kneecaps. Let's take one more heart opener. Move into a bridge pose. If full wheel upward facing boat is in your practice and you want to go there, you're welcome to. But I'm going to cue for bridge. So feet on the ground with knees bent. All of your toes face forward. Feet hips width distance apart, and your ankles and heels come straight down from your knees. Arms down by your sides. Exhale, pull your belly button down, scoop your tailbone up. And then as you breathe in, peel your spine up. And if you want to, you could work your shoulders underneath you a bit more, maybe interlace your fingers underneath you, or take robot arms. Really especially press into your heels and stay rooted through the inner edges of your feet. Imagine you're squeezing an invisible yoga block with your inner thighs. So your glutes are engaged, they are toned, but they're not overly squeezing. You want to feel your entire back line firing, so your hamstrings are engaged, the backs of your legs as well. Press the back of your head down so you can find a little bit of space between your chin and your chest. Stay here for about 3 to 5 more breaths. Good job, friends. If you do have your shoulders underneath you, start to work them out from underneath you, but keep your hips lifted. Everybody reach your arms straight up towards the sky, up towards the ceiling. Take one more inhale as you lift your hips a little bit higher. And then slowly roll down one vertebra at a time as you exhale all the way back down to your neutral spine. And then once you're back in your neutral spine, tee out your arms or cactus your arms on the ground. Walk your feet out to the width of your mat, but keep your knees bent. Keep your feet on the ground. And just take a few rounds of windshield wipers side to side. With these, the slower you go, the more you're going to get out of them. So if you just really mindlessly plop your knees side to side, not much benefit will come from that. But if you go slowly, really work that top knee forward and down, work that length in your side body, feel into your pelvis and your hips and your low back. There's lots you can get out of this. Super therapeutic if you let it be. Next time you're on the right side, just hold there for about 3 rounds of breath. If you want, you can bring your outer right foot to the outside of your left knee and apply a little bit of gentle leverage. If you can feel your left ribs, the back of your left ribs lifting up a lot, that's fine, but have the intention of pressing the back of your left ribs back down towards the ground. And after 3 breaths or so on this side, just switch it up, take it to the other side. When you feel even on both sides, come back to center. Find your happy baby. You can kind of rock it out in your happy baby. You could extend one leg and then the other leg or both legs. If there's anywhere else you want to go to complete your own practice, feel free. And eventually, Shavasana. Just find your way there. Let your breath at this point become effortless. Let your body just completely give into the ground, give into gravity. I'll share with you this poem by Alex Klingenberg. It's called Waves. I go in and out, don't you? Into flow and gratitude, and out of it again. Into grief and hopelessness, and out of it again. Into routine, cooking, walks, connection, and then into bed, the bath, my head, my tears. These days call for the ability to sway into reality, sway into empathy, and back again. Dip toes into fear, anxiety, awareness, and rest in creativity, distraction, comfort. We go in and out like tides, creating our own slow rhythms, finding the pulse of survival. So these last few moments, just wherever you're at, whatever you're feeling, let yourself feel it. Let yourself soak in the energy and the efforts of your own practice here today. It is 1 o'clock, so if you need to sneak out, please feel free, but I will bring you out of Shavasana in a couple moments. So if you do have a couple more moments to spend, just stay, just rest, just be for a little bit longer. Shavasana. All right, next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. And then just sigh, let it go. And start to slowly bring movement back, gentle movement. Wiggle fingers, toes. Eventually roll to either side, fetal position. And really just let your practice sink in, soak in, integrate into your body. Maybe you use your imagination and just see that, visualize that in some way. And then slowly ease your way up into seated meditation, right back where we started. Gather your hands to your heart. And take one last moment to bow your head to your own heart. And just acknowledge yourself. Thank yourself for taking time out of your day to be in your body. Connect to your breath. Be more present, more intentional, more aware. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, friends. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Katie.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.